fam, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you are new, please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here. And of course, welcome back to all my oldies but goodies. I am so excited because I saw on Instagram actually that Revolution released this line fix under eye primer. You guys know I have very creasy under eyes, and anything that's gonna help the situation and not make it look heavy, I'm all for. I got mine at Ulta, and let's see, it looks like, I don't know, like this, I guess. I added my foundation. I added a little bit of cream blush. I want to use this on one eye, and then on the other eye, I'll just do my concealer like I usually do. I use the Belief eye cream. I used that maybe 30 minutes ago. It really just helps to moisturize this area so that makeup can just glide on it nicely. So let's just add some. Ooh, it feels very gentle. Okay, does it smell? No scent. And let me just apply it. Let me just tap it, and then let me give you some info about this product. The new Makeup Revolution Rehab Line Fix Under Eye Primer retails for $12. This helps revive and rejuvenate your skin. This is an absorbing formula that works to smooth the appearance of fine lines, creates a flawless base for concealer, and is cruelty-free. Okay, it feels very gentle. It's like gliding on the skin. And I don't know, when you think primer, I feel like a lot of times they're a little bit not as glidey. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot to mention, I did add my foundation. Well, I told you guys, I always skip the under eye area because I always color correct. And then we're using a primer. So primer, color correct, and then concealer. That's too much. Like, we can't add foundation onto that mix, you know? So let's let this dry a little. It's not getting tacky or anything. It hydrates this area. Let's go in with some LA Girl Color Corrector, which is my fave. And we're gonna add a little bit. And what this does, the color corrector will cancel out the darkness first. So I'm just gonna tap it in. This is the primer side. Okay, color corrector is blending out very nicely. Right now, I don't see much of a difference. This is the best color corrector, I swear. I always come back to it. It's very pigmented, and it gets the job done with color correcting. I see a little bit of a difference on the primed side. Can you? Primed? No prime. I feel like we're a little better color corrected. You know what I mean? Let's continue, girl. Let's continue. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my ABH concealer. I really like this concealer. It's just a little bit too light. I'm gonna go with it. So we're gonna just add a little bit, especially because it's too light. You don't want to add too much. They're just the little areas I want to conceal. And with concealer, I always let it sit for a little bit. So I'll be back. All right, we're gonna blend this out. So let's start with the non-primed side. I'm just going to blend this out. Then I'm just tapping here while looking up. What do you think? Can you see a difference? Primed, not primed. Let's turn off the light. Primed, it looks a little smoother versus not primed. Here it's creasing. This is a very creasy concealer too. Immediately I can see that the primed eye is not creasing as much. It's not providing more coverage or anything. I think it's just really grabbing onto the product. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna set. I really like this setting powder. So we're gonna use a really good setting powder to really put both eyes to the test. Because right now they both look very similar. It's the wear test that's really gonna tell us like what's up. So I'm gonna get my powder puff. I'm gonna grab a little bit of powder, always a little bit. Even this out so you don't have a bunch of product. And I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna set to the non-primed eye first. While looking up, I'm just going to set this eye. And I always like to look up and then tap the powder in. Do the same. Wow, this is not, it's like there's one crease, but that's it. We're gonna set to the primed eye. Immediately I see a bit of a difference. Don't we have more coverage here, or it appears like it? But the non-primed eye looks good too. Let's, of course, turn the lights off. Here's the primed, here's the non-primed. What do you think? I feel like just looking at this side, it looks a little bit smoother. A smidge, not a lot, but I think enough to tell, right? Can you tell? Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm so excited. So it's currently 6:25 in the a.m. We're gonna do an all-day wear test. I'm just gonna finish up my face, then we'll come back and see how it's looking, since at that point we'll have maybe like 20-30 minutes with this situation on, you know? Okay, BRB. All right, fam, here we are. I just added a little bit of mascara. I didn't touch the lower lash line because I like to keep it super simple. Okay, here is the primer. Here's the no primer. Do you see a difference? Let me look up. I find that this looks smoother. It just looks ultimately smoother. Let's turn off the light so you can see. Here's the primer. You see how it just looks smooth here? And here, I mean, it looks smooth too, but it's just that slight difference, you know? So let me look up so you can see. No creasing here at all. You guys know I crease like crazy. Here either though. So we're very similar, you know? Also will say the concealer I used is really, really good. And that setting powder, not only is it expensive AF, but it's so good. Like, it's one of my favorite setting powders to set my under eyes, my skin, my lids, and everything. So right now, I don't see much of a difference. Let me know if you do. I'm kind of feeling it. What I like most is, of course, the price. It's like 12 bucks. It's so lightweight. It kind of feels like an eye cream going under. It doesn't feel like your typical lid eyeshadow primers that sometimes they have that matte feel, which I like, especially on my lid. But it has like that matte feel and you can't really blend it out for too long. Once you place it, it's kind of like there. Here, it just felt like such a moisturizing eye cream. Kept like, you know, blending it out and it worked out. Color corrector went on well. Concealer went on well. May have something here, you know, we may have like a new viral product up in here, but we will see. So let me go in front of the window so you guys can see in daylight how things look. And this is it for now. See you later. Bye. The moment of truth, daylight. It's a game changer when it comes to anything in the under eye area. Here is primer, eye without primer. Oh, you see how you see this dip here, but you don't see it here, right? And I feel like it looks smoother versus here. You see how you see these fine lines? I mean, I have creasy under eyes. I'll always have like the fine lines, but I think this primer is really helping. What? Oh my God. And it's been about maybe now an hour that we've had everything. I was waiting for the sun to come out, but dang, I can see a difference. Can you? Can you? Primer? Let me look up. No primer. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Hello, I am back. It is 6 o'clock, you guys. We've had the primer on for 12 hours, right? Of course, before we get started, I do want to show you how the under eyes were looking. At around 2:30 on this side is the eye with the primer. It was looking really good. I could see it look a little bit smoother. And here on the right side is the eye with no primer. And we were getting a little bit of creasing, nothing too obvious. And here we are now. I just touched up my skin, but not my under eyes. So here is the eye with the primer. Here is the eye with no primer. Do you see a difference? I don't know if I see a difference. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, they're both creasing. The creases are right there, but that's literally where your eye opens and folds, and it's been 11 hours, so we're gonna have creasing. Maybe at the 8-hour mark, it wouldn't have been this creasy because I do an all-day wear test. I show you guys how things really wear, because really at 8 hours, things still look good. I was noticing like this eye area was looking, especially the primer side was looking a little bit better than this side, but at this point, the main difference I do see is like right here, it just looks smoother. Well, let me turn these lights off again. It just looks smoother than here. You see how you can see that dip versus the one with the primer, you can't. It just looks smooth. And that's ultimately, I think, what this did for us, is really smooth that area out. It kind of provided some hydration and it did help the makeup just lay on nicely. So I really, really like this. At this point, do we see much of a difference? No, but I do like that this looks smooth, especially because my dips kind of go, they kind of dip in. And they're dark, so any sort of little boost I can get is helpful. So this is a yes for me. I think it worked out well. And what I like mainly is how it just worked together. It was hydrating. It was easy to place on. It didn't dry down. My corrector, concealer, or powder didn't attach to any sort of dry areas that sometimes primers tend to leave. So this was just an overall such a good primer. I honestly think this is like the next viral product because it's that good. Like, yeah, I think it's just good and I will be using it and I liked it. I'm so excited. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I see that it's sold out right now, but I have noticed that Ulta does restock things very quickly. I've noticed like they do it within a week. So keep an eye out. I will link everything down below if you're interested. And I don't know if I mentioned it, I do have dry under eyes. So girl, I have a lot going on with these under eyes. So all we need is help. And this definitely helped, you know. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.